Some technology trends are so critical that they impact the workforce in a major way, be it automation testing, be it the invention of the internet or browser. And I think we are in the same or similar kind of an era. With AI, LLMs, and agents, there is a shift happening in the work and what the way people work essentially, right? And some of the core jobs, a lot of people are pretty vocal about that jobs are going away and all of that. I'm going to present a more data centric view, and I suggest you stick around till the very end to understand how things are shaping. This is a research from Anthropic, which has the famous language model Claude. I'm pretty sure you guys have used Anthropic Claude. The Sonnet model is very, very famous. And they call it Anthropic Economic Index. What they project or predict is AI systems will have a major impact on the way people work. And they have launched an economic index, which is, kind of a whole, they have given you the methodology and all of that. But what we are going to do today is just take a little bit of deeper dive into this report, and we'll see what sections are important, what patterns are coming out. And they have published a research paper, like good 30-35 page research paper, and we'll look at different approaches into how they have done. Just maybe start here and look at some conclusions. So the first is that uses or utilization of AI. This is by far and large US data, but I think it's a good statistical data. It's a like large data set, like all the people who use Anthropic, which would be huge. So three key findings. Uses is concentrated in software development and technical writing tasks. So two jobs. One is content creation, which is technical writing, and software development. And over one third of occupations see like AI use. So close to 35-36% is being utilized, or augmentation or something like that. Whatever we want to say. And then there are like different categories of jobs that they talk about. The second point is that AI leans towards augmentation, which is 57, where AI is more used as a collaborator. However, the percentage of automation where AI directly perform tasks is not very behind. It's just like 43%, which is like 12, 30, 53, 14%, right? And AI users is more prevalent for tasks with mid to high wage occupations like computer programmer and data scientists, but is lower for both the lowest and highest paid roles. And this could be because of the limits of current AI capabilities, like practical barriers. So as LLMs improve, all of these numbers, like the second point, could shift more towards automation. This percentage of use in software development and technical writing increases, and then this utilization also grows high. So there is a serious, rather than calling it a threat, I would say opportunity that we are presented with in terms of how we reskill ourselves. And then there are further details around this topic, like computer and maths is 37.2%, with different titles, art and media, education, or administrative and office, and life, physical sciences, and business and finance. While finance is very, very low, 5.9%. But if you see where the trend is, it's great, like analyze financial data and develop investment strategies and all of that. So it's a very interesting area. In software, it's pretty straightforward, right? Debugging, maintaining databases, computer programmers, and all that. And then they have gone more deeper into the trend of how they have built this, right? So they have taken the conversations, they have used a framework, grouped them into tasks, grouped them into different occupations, and then they have adjusted for wages and all of that. So the results is use of AI by job type, and essentially what they have tried to project. And this data is representative of US job market, and the pink color or whatever purple color represents percentage of cloud conversations and percentage of US workers. Like the amount of conversations for computer and mathematical are staggeringly high. In most other areas it's still lagging behind, but there's a trend that it will catch up. Education, industry, and library also something where LLMs can make a big dent. So all in all, if you look at this projection, there will be a lot of salary comparisons happening, which is this, like the US median salary, and then how much computer programmers are paid, how much, let's say, gynecologists are paid versus doctors, the percentage of conversations happening. So most conversations are by computer programmers, software developers, etc., bioinformatics. So all of these are areas where AI can make a good dent. There's also the conversation of automation versus augmentation, and this essentially, automation could be AI directly works with a document and cooks up something, whether it's a code or something. Compared to AI collaborating could be just augmenting like a copilot and things. So there's a detail here, but I think incrementally this is also gonna move forward. They have a lot of caveats there, like we don't know where someone is using Claude for a task, was completing a task for work, or it was just doing the work, and all of those nuances. And they have looked at only free plan and all. Now the point is, Claude is also not the most biggest users, right? You have OpenAI, and if you consolidate all of the data and if you extrapolate these percentages, so what can likely to happen is, and if we see this as a directional trend, where we are headed is, this is gonna be more magnified if you factor in all other LLM players, and the percentage is gonna be much more astounding. But this is already giving a trend where AI is making a dent. So if you think in an inverted way that can AI replace us, the conversation is right here. That if you look at the median wage, which is 60,000 USD, and you look at a computer programmer who's making like 100K, close to 100K or 90K per year, the delta can be the difference between a young or a junior programmer versus a mid-level or senior. So AI can probably be here in terms of computer programmers, but progressively move to that point. And that's the kind of effort we need to look at, and we need to monitor changes as how AI is utilized. So this is it doesn't go for a lot of different data standards, but they have given the entire data as a dent. And yeah, pretty much this is the conclusion. So the research paper just consolidates or gives more details about the skills and methodology, and I'll want to go to more, these charts are there. Yeah, there's some sort of rationale that they have given, and the kind of skills that are required, like for instance, critical thinking is a skill, active listening is a skill, reading, writing, system analysis, programming progressively. And the most safe job is repairing. There's literally nothing. So that sort of trend might like handyman jobs that require physical involvement, that could be more back in demand. I don't know. I'm looking at it more from a lens of shifts, but this is just another trend. And then there's a lot more data points that they have tried to showcase in the research paper. If you are interested, you should, I think, look at the task distribution, understand the thesis they are doing, and this could be really, really a way as to how workforce is getting shaped in the future. So, are we ready for it? I don't know, but it is there, and it's best to accept it rather than challenge it. All right, that's an interesting thesis from Anthropic. This was kind of released today, so I highly recommend that you go and read through it and benefit from it. Thank you. Thanks for listening.